welcome to Chill Roleplay. Here, you will live your life as a citizen of our great island. This info will give you the basics you will need to get started here on our island. Firstly, you have just gotten off the cargo ship and made your way onto the island. There's this... I'm not reading that. You can drive a taxi. Wow. Job menu to get a starter job and new kit options. On the other side of the law, you can work to produce drugs, chop cars, and even rob stores. Oh my god, this sounds great. Should you choose a life of crime and villainy, please remember that we have law enforcement and police. Hey y'all, it's Crash. Excuse the voiceover while my present self mumbles the rest of this page indiscernibly. If you know me, then you already know that I mumble a good bit while I play. Maybe it's a consequence of talking too much. I don't know. Consider it an inner dialogue that I likely didn't mean to utter. Regardless, I have here for you a different flavor of video. If we consider what a Rust video is typically, we see that this one has a Rust flavor of its own as well. So, if your thing with spectating Rust is seeing nail-biting PvP and super convoluted raids, well, then I regret to inform you that this is not what you'll find here. However, if you are looking for an entertaining series centered around roleplay and based on player interaction and good vibes, then grab a beverage, some snacks, and sit with us as we explore the unscripted world of Rust roleplay. As you see these info screens I'm talking through, I encourage you to pause the video, or if you plan to play CRP, just be sure to read these things first. It's all really good information. Pets. Oh, this is just wild. Alright. Let's play. Skill drops. Oh my god, there's more stuff to read. This is just crazy. This is a crime. Okay, so don't kill people. Very small bag. Not a big deal. My profile. I would like to know more about this. This is just crazy. Alright. I just got here. Oh, that is so crazy. Yeah, KOS. That's pretty cool. Makes this scene right here a little questionable. What's this guy got? Is this sort of a rifle or a spear? Here we go. Alright, we can get past all that. I've already done this. I'm standing in the same spot. That's great. Okay. Oh. That's not that big.
As this is the first look I've gotten at the map yet, I'll do the usual scan to see what looks interesting. You can notice on this map there are a lot of custom monuments. We'll find out more about all that stuff later.
Oh, good. Let's go see what's in the thoughts.
Feeling the effects of masculinity right now. Testosterone, I want to go to war! Give up now.
If you're wondering why I care about launch site as a naked, just my experience with these modded servers and custom NPCs is that they are usually OP. I mean, like with bolties, and will beam you from blocks away. It's crazy. Nothing like catching a double headshot from a bolty guy that's actually a bot. Well, what did you expect, really? I mean, a naked running in the launch site. I sure assumed that I would get shot down by one of those bolties before I died of rat poisoning, but okay.
What the heck?
I always love it when somebody gets the reference to my in-game handle. It really shows your age, bro. Normally, I would spend my first crucial moment slapping down a base instead of slapping barrels and rocks, but with no kill on sight, I feel pretty safe to load my inventory as I find my direction. I believe that would actually be a good idea here. You see, playing on a server like this is bound to influence all sorts of unnatural Rust thoughts. The concerns here will certainly be different.
Okay, so let's go get this crate. Let's grab some stone real quick. Something sand. Cracky holidays. What? Oh, it's garbage, but I'll take it. That's cool. I can make some Yoko rounds with that.
Occasionally, you'll find these notes while looting that lead to hidden crates. There are different grades of notes leading to different grades of loot, and that grade is clearly trash. Speaking of trash, it's time to make some trash tools. You know the drill. Stone hatchet, stone pickaxe. You gotta move up, but you gotta start somewhere, right?
Freaking satchel. This is a big train. Alright. Got no use for you. Whew. I think I'll use that.
Hear that? It may not be familiar to you, but to me, that is the sound of nostalgia taking me back to a place that only key senses can pick up on. A place in my mind called Prairie Island, with land so vast you hardly ever saw anybody, and when you did, you sure didn't stop to have a glass of coffee with them. The usual Rust mood would have you expecting a sight like that to result in death, which may or may not be the reason why I kept on to myself to find every single complete turnaround refusal of passage by this landscape. By now, I've decided to just go completely the opposite way. You've all been there, you know the feeling. Oh man. Is it safe to say? No, I shouldn't assume.
Yep, you know it. Physics step 60. Don't ever forget to bump that up in the console, because you're crazy if you think it doesn't help. There's YouTube videos on it and everything. Go check it out. I'd like to be a helicopter taxi pilot.
There you go. Finally a destination nailed down on the map. And right next to a subway terminal.
Man, that's a lot of mountains. Holy crap.
I've noticed a subway terminal near myself on the map. You may know subway tunnels are often a viable route for transportation, given you have the right supplies on hand. I use the tunnels quite often, not just in pursuit of transportation, but also as a somewhat passive method to get low-tier loot and scrap.
I could do this. I could probably get it done. This is not enough. Make it. I probably should have cooked my food before I came down here. Maybe there'll be a barbecue. Got it. And just like you guys probably know, you can take these tunnels with just about any ranged weapon. You just have to have the patience for it, especially when you go in as underprepared as I am with low heals. You really can't afford to lose any of those hit points. Ooh, there you go. With a shot like that and on 8 HP, things sure are looking bleak. I'm just messing around. Things aren't that bad. He had to reload, so I have time for one more shot. So what? Let's go. Well, I was hoping for a headshot, but man, he stood up at the wrong time. That sucked. So much for the decency of the Bonnie hat. Hats off to the tunnel dwellers, I guess. Oh, there's no way. Definitely can't tool around with these guys anymore. Maybe just slide over here and pick up some loot that I missed. Maybe not. No. I should have done that. I'm sure you can tell, I am not going to make it out of this elevator. A quick check in the inventory also reveals that I have no chance. Nothing to save me. Nothing to work with. And Rust, you hope you have something. That one thing to carry you on just a little further. In this case, I don't have it. I just don't. I die in this elevator. With no hunger left, nor any water, there's no way I can make it out even if I did stand up.
Worst ever. At this point, I just want to stand up long enough to inventory my bow so it won't despawn before I recover myself.
Poison tooth. That's the worst. What is norovirus? It's kind of funny that my stupid choice didn't end at the barrel of a tunnel dweller's gun, but rather from one of their livers. Man, if that's not a crazy way to go out in Rust. Why am I still poisoned? I still have what? In the end here, it seems like I wasted a lot of my time and didn't even get to play even the smallest role. It is a bummer, but don't worry, that's not what this server is all about. I relate it to coming from Toxic Rust and keeping to myself. I will certainly aim harder at the player interaction in the future since I've gotten past all that. In the coming episodes, we'll get to meet new people and do some cool things. There are tons of things to do within the world of chill roleplay, so hopefully in the future, these experiences will highlight group relationships and struggles rather than just one story that ends down. I said hopefully, but who am I kidding? At this point, I already know it's going to happen. Minor typos.